use the length function. Second one is strip. So suppose I give a lot of spaces in the leading or trailing. For example, if I say x equal to, and give a lot of space in the beginning, because user, when they type the name, you don't know. I mean, you are asking a kid to type. He may have by accidentally he may have typed a lot of spaces in the name. So suppose he enters Akarsh Singh like this, or he may have entered Akarsh and you ask the last name y equal to, and then he will say Singh like this. You don't know how they enter it. But when you have to display the name, right, you want to display very friendly, nice message saying Akarsh space Singh. Right now, if you do print x comma y, or let's say I'm joining it to let's call z, and say x plus y, and suppose on the user entered the name, and on your screen on the right side you want to show welcome Akarsh Singh here, right? Suppose you are going to display the name here on the right corner side. If you print like this, the problem is it will look. Oh, I didn't print it. Print Z. Right? Run without a thing. See how does it look right now? It doesn't look cool because it has spaces, and nobody likes to see his or her name like this. Look at the number of spaces here. Right? Number of spaces here. Space in the beginning doesn't look cool. What we want to do is get rid of all the spaces, unnecessary spaces. This spacing on the left side is called leading space, and space on the right side is called trailing space. And you want to get rid of all the leading and trailing space. What do? Python has a function called strip. The strip is gonna remove all the unnecessary spaces on the left or right side. So when I call a function called strip, it will remove. But here's the trick. If you remember, when I was teaching function, I had taught you that there are 3 ways you call a function, right? Actually 2 ways. One, you say it's a function name like length, and then you pass parameter here, and this gives you result. But this is like 80% of the cases. Whoever created Python, in my mind, they should have followed the consistency, but they did not. Some of the functions are available directly on the variable itself. For example, if x is a variable, I can say x dot and write some function name like length, and then call like this. So rather than passing x as a parameter, you are calling the function using dot on the variable itself. And that is why I call this very inconsistent. They still kept parentheses because that is how you always call a function, name of the function with a parenthesis. But you don't pass the input. You call the function on the variable itself. Strip is one of the example. What you do is you say x, which is right now Akarsh, dot strip like this, y dot strip like this. And now if you print it, and after stripping, I want to add my own space so that it looks cool. And I'll run, and I'll say it says Akarsh space Singh. It got rid of, because of strip, it got rid of everything. That means all the leading and all the trailing spaces are gone. Same thing in y, leading space is gone because I say strip. Okay, and if I remember, there is also a variable called r strip. That means it will remove the space on the right side. Okay, if I don't want, so let's try on x, which is Akarsh. I want to remove all the spaces on the right side, and I'll keep the left side. I'll say r strip. R strip is for right, L for left. And you see, it removed the right side, and I added one space which we added, but it still kept the left side spaces here. I hope you can see my screen here. Right? I'm talking about this part. It kept the left spaces. So R strip and L strip is left and right, and strip is left, right together. Okay.